Jesus. Okay, excuse me. The microphone is on now. This is being shared because it has to be shared. This is evidence that is the reason why I'm being stalked. This is straightforward, unambiguous, unmistakable, clear, just blurry enough for me to barely be able to fucking justify putting it out there because, you know, as horrible as it is that these people are victims of this, you know, I've been a victim of stalking for 2 years because of this, because I've recorded this, because the people who publish, because the people who don't want this published, and the people who committed this crime on the sidewalk in front of their building while being guarded by guards at their building, those people who committed this crime, who organized this, have been stalking me. They're trying to throw me in the back of a trash truck. They've been trying for 2 years. They want to see me disappear so that they can pretend that they're not going to, you know, go to prison. And I am finally, you know, able to open the high-resolution file on my phone with enough of the filters that were filtering out being able to look at any of it or even play videos right. With all of those, you know, uninstalled or whatever, but my phone's still highly hacked, especially when it comes to the internet. I'm able to do that and view this, and so I'm recording it because this is what I've known was in this video all along, and I didn't start mentioning it in speeches that I've been making over the last month. I didn't start mentioning it until I had been able to print out actually pages with these images on them. And that has taken me 2 years to be able to even get to the point to do because of how actively they are hacking me. They have who knows how much money, how much effort they can put into it. I think those amounts can be are astronomical. Probably it's a high-rise building. It's, you know, in the financial district in San Francisco, and they are you know, adamantly wishing that this was a non-existent scenario. In fact, it's too bad for them that they you know, are going to be realizing, you know, the consequences of their actions. This you know, for this and whatever other crimes there's evidence of them doing. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but it seems to be, I don't know if it's just that the plugins are getting, or that the adjustments are getting further away from zero, but it might be morphing, it might be being changed actively. Because like I mentioned, I think I'm offline well enough that it shouldn't be changing, but that's you know how they, you know, they've been modifying these videos for 2 years. All of the different copies of it, all of the different spots in it where there's highly inculpatory evidence, you know, indicating that you know, not just what you hear in the video isn't just, you know, the sound of voices when you're walking up. It's the sound of like children and adults, like, and voices, and fucking in the middle of the night on the sidewalk on the night of a sex festival, August 15th. And that there's a, you know, a pile of bodies behind the, you know, a dumpster with, you know, and hard to determine what it is, pile of bodies behind the guard when I walk up to him at 19 seconds in this video. And then there's, you know, this, and then there's that, and then there's this, all of these, you know, glimpses in the video that are actually remnants of what are like highly visible, you know, evidence of crimes that have been obscured in the video with their, you know, with their, like, you know, technological, you know, whatever you want to call it. It's, you know, they've been probably making people victims of their, of crime via technology for like years. You know, they you know, clearly are you know, like professional stalkers. They, you know, they know how to, you know, manipulate the society around them. They know how to, you know, threaten and intimidate without it being easily recordable or documentable. And all because they knew that I would eventually find this, and they wanted to stop that from happening. All because they knew that knew that this was on there because, well, for one, they started stalking me the day after this happened. For two, well, I didn't know it was on there until I went to go look at the faces of the guys who tried to kill me. You know, turning up the light in that, all of a sudden, just right out of the blue, every part of this video there's like an orgy going on in the background of the whole thing. There's an orgy going on the sidewalk in front of 345 California Street in the midst of a semi-construction site for part of it, which is probably a ruse to have access to like hidden parts of their building or something like that, or just I don't know, some sort of thing like that. That would be unmissable. No one could possibly miss that if they looked at any part of the video. Just turning one of these knobs and turning the brightness up on any part of it, and they knew that would happen. They knew that it's like a call channel 4, call channel 8, call channel fucking Chronicle, fucking call the Homeland Security, call the FBI sort of shit that you see just in this scene, in this picture. An orgy of, okay, let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so it's 6 adults, 4 children, and then in this picture, 4 children, 4 adults, and a guard. And that's just people you can see, and that's just in this glimpse of this side view. There's some people over here off to the edge, and everyone's naked except for the guards. This is horrible. This is, and I must underestimate you. There might be actually, it's kind of like there's just like some shadows right now. But this is in the beginning of this movie, as I'm walking up to this person, I have the tape rolling. I'm walking up to him thinking, I'm going to be walking right by this person to go get some water down this corridor. I should acknowledge his presence, because he was just fucking harassing me an hour ago when I was here getting water, an hour before that. On the San Francisco Planning Department's website, 345 California Street is listed as a privately owned public open space that's part of the downtown plan, part of the fine art gallery that is supposed to be downtown. It's listed as that. It's listed as accessible 24 at all times, 24 hours a day. And I go there this night, and I get attacked because this is happening behind guards with flashlights that blind me when I'm in that vicinity. Something needs to be done, and it's not fucking clear what it is exactly, because there's not like any sort of there's no situations I've ever heard of like this before. Maybe hear about it or maybe something, but here it is on fucking video, and there's all 17 minutes of supporting video that has all the fucking other glimpses and evidence that you could possibly want. And you know why this has never been fucking recorded before? For one, it probably has, and those people have been a victim of these persons' stalkings and murder. For two, who's walking around in the financial district at 1:51 in the morning trying to find a water faucet from a fine art gallery on the downtown plan website? Well, I am, for sure. I mean, I walk around 24 hours a day. That's what I do, and that's why I enjoy going to different parts of the city. That's, I have 10 years worth of videos and evidence of me doing this exact thing. And, it's likely, I've been assaulted probably 7 times, variously, from a guy pushing me off his property with his stomach and it being stupid, to people, one guy threw me through a door, guys trying to hit me. By guys, I mean security guards. And I've had 100 incidences with security guards that have gone perfectly fine. Some of them maybe a little bit dicey and choppy. Some of them absolutely great. Some of the security guards are awesome. I just tape it because if they're going to attack me, I need to be able to I don't want to be caught without some sort of way to have defense or back up my story or whatever. These guys are guarding a life sentence fucking shit. No wonder the guy tried to kill me. He saw the other guy sees my fucking camera and almost pukes. You can see it in the video. He might be, I don't know if he's participating in cannibalism back there, but I think it's more than likely that it looks like he almost pukes because he realizes he's being videotaped. He looks at me with the flashlight real quick and thinks, oh, this is ridiculous. What is this guy doing? He's not supposed to be here, right? And then oh, he's come all the way this far. He doesn't realize there's all these things going on around him. This guy's obviously lost or something like that. And then